Good morning, good evening, knowledge seekers and executors. Today I'm going to talk about what AI is doing in GCP and how do we integrate the AI with the GCP side, GCP platform, and with a real-time example. Before going that, if you have not followed my previous videos, please watch it. I have explained all those things related to GCP components, and it will be helpful for this, to connecting this particular video also, this particular whatever we are talking about the session. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I have explained all GCP AI components, what it has been used. So by explaining in a minute what are those things, vertex AI, which I talked about, and AI models and ML models and natural language, these NL models and predefined models and vision, how the AI vision will be used, and speech to text and text to speech. These are all the things which are used in GCP side with the AI services and ML services has been provided all those things. By leveraging these GCP's AI and ML services, you can build sophisticated and scalable and efficient real-time AI that needs of the modern applications. So there are so many applications which has been established. So those modern applications which will be used all these services. So I can give you a small example, real-time customer support chatbot. You should have heard like chatbots, right? So how we can create, this real-time customer support chatbots with the AI services in GCP side. So what we need it and how do we execute those things? So first, what you need is you need to define the components and services. What are the components and services which are needed? For example, for the user interaction, you need an app or mobile web API. It's like web app or mobile app. So that is one thing which has to be you have to create it that. And the second one is chatbot backend, which will be used user input and output conversations. That is your chatbot backend. The third one is GCP NLP, so natural language processing. So that is NLP API. That API will be leveraging all that speech to text and text to speech and translation. All these things will be used with this API. And the third one is knowledge base. So of course, like you need store FAQs and documents, so which will be part of on this knowledge base. And the fifth one is analytics. Basically, it will, whatever that chatbot conversations which has been monitored, performed all that algorithms to make it sure how the satisfaction is happening with the customer, what enhancements and what additional things which has to be support to the customer. Based on this analytics, they can come up with that solutions and provide the results. Let's go. That is, these are all the components and services. The second one is, again, for doing this, you need services, right? GCP. And what are the services? As I told, for the, conversation documents and all, you need the database. That is your Firestore DB, GCP side. And for querying, analytics and all, you can use BigQuery, okay? And if you have larger documents, you can use GCP Cloud Storage. That is one of the service and rigorously used by many applications and many teams in the world. And you need a Kubernetes engine which has to be deployed and all that components which will be used, GKE. Okay, these are all the services. I mean, there are multiple services which you need to use it, which you can use it, but these are all needed services which will be leveraging to create your chatbot application. And that is your second point. And third one is integrate AI and ML services. How do you integrate? So as I told, NLP, that is one thing, like a combination of API platform, so which will be providing that speech to text, again, those things. And the second one is custom ML models. So these ML models, what it has, it is trained, recognized model using Vertex AI. Vertex AI is the one which is the GCP key component in the AI services. I'm not explained what is Vertex AI. Probably in the next videos I can explain because of the pass without time. So I can explain what is Vertex API. It will take at least one session to explain all that Vertex API. And we are talking integrating, right? Then custom ML models. So as I told, like training those things, and speech recognition, again, speech to text, and build and deploy. So how do you build and deploy? All that you can look at that in the GCP and with using GKE. And the fifth one is monitoring. So once you deploy it, you have to monitor it. How do you improve it? All those things. So considering all these things, how the workflow happened. Just imagine, like, you have a chatbot application. User came into the picture, and he is using probably an app or web app, something like he was talking to the the chatbot. And first he plays it, he opened that. And the second one is there is a dialogue flow service processes, which will be interactions, the user interaction. And based on that interaction, based on the user input, dialog flow will be providing the answer, which is getting from the already stored in the database. And it will pick it based on the question. All predefined models has been there, right? So from there it will query it and fetch it on that. And the fourth one is like response generation. And prior to that, like, you have something called like if in case the user is talking in Russian or something, some other language, Spanish or French. So there is a NLP, natural language processor, that will be converting all that to the machine level languages and ML models. And the fourth one is, which I talked about, response generation. Using that, it will provide it. And once you get that request and response, based on that, it will store into the database. And based on that, it will provide the user analytics. So basically, these user analytics, real-time analytics, what it will do, all the interactions will be stored. And whenever like there is a same request comes, it will provide the response based on that interactions which has been stored in the database. So using the BigQuery language. So all these services and components, which predominantly used in the current, all banking applications, retail applications, many applications has been used rigorously. I think like it's fair enough to provide, like, what we have it, all these things. I can give you more details on the Vertex AI in the next coming sessions. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed my channel. And you can give the comments and share it. Thank you so much.